Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, have a big game. You just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Right on the money. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Page. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Just keeps slinging it. Finds his man. It's dribbling. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. We asked earlier you this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
He's got it on the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They've got it 1st and goal from the 7, looking for the first score of this game. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. A first down run on the doorstep. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space.
Back's going for the goal line. And he plows his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense has the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's McGowan. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Best. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Hit it right back to the line. Now the play fake. Fakes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Panthers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things back on track. They'll leave it with him. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to him on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's in for the touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's McGowan. Gets away from one, he's got space. There he goes down the right side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly,
breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Power football with the run.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
To the air, it's Page. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Extending the play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you have a quarterback that's this dynamic, you'd be stupid not to get him outside the pocket. Great job bootlegging to the right. Now I can throw the deep ball, I can throw some crossers, or I can run it and take off. It's really tough to defend. The defense did a good job, but I'm going to continue to...
Touchdown, Pitt! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding housing.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Page. The quick out.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it on the move. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. With the catch, it's Best. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This one's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down. Already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He wants to throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Quick completion on the out route. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Panthers. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Page. He's got him. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's going for the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football. And scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Best. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff. But
he hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're...
Lofts one high and deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half.
We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return. To the 40-yard line before he stopped. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive.
Ready, fight. Jackrabbit.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 35, he's open. Touchdown.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll try the left side. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man out of the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And now this offense will take the field again. Looking for space. It's McNabb. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw, it's Page. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Finds his tight end. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's dribbling.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Offense in an empty set. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Quick completion to the right. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to barrel in. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle is best. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Got his man all by himself. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Just threw that one way too far.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. On the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's less than... down lead. They're trailing by 6 to Buffalo. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got the first down and more. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because...
Turns on the Jets. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to ride this running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Going deep. He makes a grab. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Best.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He lobs one high down the left side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Panthers headed quickly to the line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter,
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Bringing it back. He has the first and still on his feet. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got room to work. Turning it on. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Looking for a productive play on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's McNabb. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Third down coming up.
Okay, ready?
How bold will they be on third down after that last run?
Let's go!
Back to pass, it's Page. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit...